motorists. Revelers are asked to arrange for a sober ride before heading out to celebrate. Anyone who sees a suspected drunk driver on the road can call the KSP Post, other law enforcement agency. I'm Rob Nichols.
Finish the year with your dream kitchen with help from Menards. Transform everyday spaces into gathering places with custom craft countertops from Menards. Countertops are the center of the home, and we offer stylish options with durability that will last for years to come. Check out our kitchen showrooms in-store or visit Menards.com and get a free design estimate today. Plus, view our weekly flyer for many other great deals happening this week.
Save big money at Menards.
100.5 The Party and VFW Post 696 are teaming up to celebrate the incredible educators in our community with the Top of the Class Teacher of the Month program. Each month, we'll honor one outstanding teacher making a difference in the classroom and beyond. Nominate your favorite teachers from the Owensboro area, plus Hancock, Ohio, McLean, Henderson County Schools at owensbororadio.com/top of the class. Brought to you by VFW Post 696, proudly supporting our teachers and community heroes.
And now, Western Kentucky weather on 102.7 The Game.
Tonight, partly cloudy, a low of 18. Mostly sunny on Tuesday, high 32. Partly cloudy on Tuesday night, low 25. Partly sunny on Wednesday, high 42. Partly cloudy on Wednesday night, low 26. New Year's Day, mostly sunny, high 39. Partly cloudy on Thursday night, low 24. Mostly cloudy on Friday, high 41. Chance of rain on Friday night, a low 29.
From the Floor Concept Studios, ESPN Radio, all sports, all the time. Kentuckiana sports leader, 102.7 WLA, 102.7 KA.
Clarence. Roger. What's our vector, Victor?
Hello, sports fans, and welcome to
Live at 5.
It's Live at 5, and it's brought to you by Foreman Watson Holtry, FWHlegal.com. And now, your host for Live at 5, Stephen A. Turner.
What's up, and welcome to Live at 5, brought to you by Foreman Watson Holtry, dedicated to you, committed to justice. That's FWHlegal.com. Stephen A. Turner here in the Floor Concept Studios, joined by Coach Vic Evans.
What's up, man?
Man, I've been battling some illness.
I know you, everybody.
Both. I think every family in town has been battling illness. Everybody out there, stay healthy. The holidays, you get together and everybody just kind of shares the germs these days, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I've been battling this sinus infection and runny nose and cough and not feeling good, and it's really taken away from my F1 racing, and I really don't like it.
Well, I mean, I'm talking, yesterday afternoon, we're wearing shorts, T-shirts, and flip-flops.
Unreal.
And today, it is the coldest day of the year.
Unreal.
It will freeze you out there. So welcome to Kentucky, I guess, and I'm sure that has played into our how we feel.
Yeah, my sinuses have been I don't like this weather at all.
No, it's terrible. I'm just about to move south. Actually, it's been my dream since I started doing media that, I could go and cover the Minnesota Vikings and just do that full time, do what Paul Allen does, and it's never really been possible until now, because financially I could never afford it. But what I've learned is if I just open a daycare, then I'm rich.
That's all you got to do.
I've officially opened a daycare in Minneapolis.
Or healthcare.
We don't really accept kids. We're not going to be watching any kids there, but it's going to fund my media. So it's going to be great.
Yeah, there's millions and millions, hundreds of millions of dollars there for that, and whether it be
it's a joke, it's a joke.
I know, whether it be whatever,
Yeah, no, I've been. It's interesting to say.
First of all, you covering the Vikings in that weather year round.
Oh no,
you'd be
there's
miserable.
no chance. Daycare or not, I might have to daycare, but I'd be living in the Florida Keys.
Yes.
To be clear, but no. Download the Owensboro Radio app. Listen anywhere in the world. Follow along out there on social media. We're back streaming today, and you can check that out across all social media or on YouTube. You can listen to us, the audio version, on iTunes, Spotify, wherever you consume your podcast. Text us throughout the show, 270-903-0389. And we're going to talk a little NFL to open the show after I stayed up late last night and watched Sunday Night Football.
I did too.
In the middle portion of the show, we're going to talk a lot of high school basketball. It's that time of year. A lot of big-time results coming through. We're going to talk about some of the teams out there on the boys' side. We were going to do a girls' top 10 tomorrow, but with everything being so hectic, I think we're just going to push that.
Yeah, we'll push it to January. I mean, you do the top 10 and teams are playing like at 10 10 o'clock in the morning, and it's like, always like, oh, well, they played this team, they just beat them, and you guys have this one ready. And we're like,
I didn't talk to you about this. We are still going to do a top 10 tomorrow. Maybe not top 10, but like 10 moments of 2025, because tomorrow's going to be our last show of the 2025 calendar year.
Yeah, and we'll also have to talk like athlete of the year that we always give away every year. Who knows?
Yeah, we kind of paused that, I think, last year. There's too much pressure on me to the calendar year, like, because you have people that have graduated.
Right.
It was always kind of weird.
Yeah, we always did, but I will look back. We'll look back. I'll give you my top 5 athletes of the year in the ESPN Owensboro Third Region.
It's kind of a reflection show coming tomorrow.
I'm looking forward to that.
So we'll do that as that'll be our final show of 2025, and we'll be back in action here on Friday, ready to rock. And we're still debating tomorrow whether you're going to make the trip to Lexington, which we don't know yet because Davis County is yet to play.
Yeah, they don't play till late tonight.
North Laurel.
There's a possibility that maybe we go up and call the championship game if they're in the Les Cath tournament. They played really well and made a good name for themselves.
Yeah, Moss is showcasing.
Oh, without a doubt. I've said all along, he's Mr. Basketball. He's the best player in the state of Kentucky, and it's not really close.
If you're not following Jared Peck, who does a tremendous job covering that area, you should, because especially if you're following along with what Davis County's doing, he's covered that tournament very well, every single game, and there's a lot of good ones taking place there. They'll play North Laurel tonight. We'll talk about that. We're going to talk about it more in the high school segment. That'll be in the middle part of the show. And then since we haven't done it, we didn't do it last week because we were off Christmas Eve. We're not going to be on New Year's Eve. We're going to do a little Above All Roofing Fun, True or False on a Monday. So
yes, I got a lot of NFL questions for you on that one.
All right, sounds good. So we'll dive in a little bit. That's a good thing because that's the only thing I'm watching. If it's sports related, it's NFL right now, and I do have a college one, a big college one. I never thought Cal would be the voice of reason for all of college basketball, but he's back. I mean, Cal is back in my good graces. I mean, we literally line up like right eye to eye on the.
Other than offensive systems, Cal's always been on the leading edge of a lot of things. And with this new one, we talked about the player that's going to Baylor, who he was drafted in the NBA, but he played overseas. He never played.
We had this discussion Friday,
but now you got guys that are being recruited do they have like 2-way contracts with the NBA?
Yeah, you talked about it Friday, and you were like, yeah, but it's because he hasn't played in the NBA. And then we went off the air, and we're sitting here, and I'm like, are you sure?
No, he hasn't.
Yeah, he hasn't. I know. But I'm saying, are we sure that that's the rule, though? Like,
no,
are we 100? We didn't. You were like, no, I'm not sure.
No,
I'm not either.
I mean, I can't complain.
You assume, right? It's like the kid played. If he played in the NBA, he's not eligible to go back to college. Well,
now there's guys with 2-way contracts.
My question. We're jumping the shark. Like, I've got OCD, right? We've already talked about high school basketball a little bit.
All right.
We'll give a little preview for later on, but yeah, no. I mean, we're definitely going to talk about that because that's a big topic surrounding.
Maybe LeBron James goes back and plays college with his grandson.
I mean, at this point, I saw people putting together like just a classic squad. Like guys. I saw what's Daniel Wharton doing these days, man? Call him up. He's selling insurance somewhere. I saw where Josh Rosen's an investment banker. He could probably play quarterback somewhere.
I wonder if he has a pool in his office like he did in his dorm room.
I don't know. The legendary Josh Rosen. He could always come. He dominated college. Wasn't much in the NFL, but if you can circle back, I mean, who knows? But
I did see, talking about the guy from Baylor, I did see where, of course, they gave him 3 years also, eligibility.
I think he meant a 3-year deal.
No, but but like literally the next day, the lawyers, and you've got, Pavia's part of it, the quarterback at Tennessee. It's not big enough to be a class action suit, so it doesn't, the ruling only affects the guys that are in the suit, but they put in a brief to the court talking about how the NCAA, like, you're letting guys play overseas and get money, but then and that doesn't count against them, but then guys that are going to junior college counts against them to the NCAA. So maybe Pavia comes back next year.
We're just going to have to blow the whole thing up at this point. I mean, there's a lot of these lawsuits. The NCAA, they've won. They're like 1 in like 156. I mean, it's like they haven't won many, and it's.
Have we gone so far over the edge? You come all the way back and be like, hey,
we're just going to do what we used to do. I mean, I don't know.
To save college
sports.
That's
a detriment, too. I mean, well, I was talking to Chris about it a little bit, and he was like, didn't this start as name, image, likeness?
Yeah, but it was never even –
From the day one, remember Texas started that fund for offensive linemen?
Yeah, if you sign there, you
$20 million or something like that.
Here's where the biggest screw up. Now, I know people want to blame the NCAA. A lot of this had to do with court rulings and everything else. Where the NCAA completely dropped the ball and screwed up was not getting out ahead of this.
Yeah.
Seeing this come, they had their head in the sand saying, no, it's always going to be like this. This is amateur athletes.
You can't blur that line, man.
What they could have done, though, is they could have got out ahead of it, started a true name, image, and likeness, and it would have ended everything else that's happened.
Yeah. No,
then COVID happened, which really.
Oh man.
So then they passed the.
It's still happening.
Well, no, but they. So here's the thing: when they put the one-time transfer rule in, at the time it was a one-time. You could transfer one-time, eligible immediately. COVID happened. You get all this thing where people will be like, "Oh, I want to transfer here for mental health reasons and for this and for that." They would say no. They would go to court, lawsuit. You lost, and then it just turned out where you've got guys that basically in 4 years are playing for 4 different schools.
Yeah,
for 6 years.
I love the Cal rant though. Like it was great, and then he ended the rant with like, "No one listens to me." You know, my wife doesn't listen, the media doesn't listen, and it's like, probably because he rants all the time about stuff that doesn't matter. And then when it's like the boy that cried wolf. He does it so often. It's like, oh, that's just another Cal rambling rant. But then he actually made some sense on that. And if you haven't seen the clip out there, I'm sure you can search it and find it. I thought it was spot on the state of college sports.
Well, I thought Izzo had a good one too. Izzo was like, "What are we doing?"
I know a lot of people are thinking, "Man, these old guys, like they just got to get with the times." And it's like, okay, I mean, that fine. I don't disagree completely. I mean, everybody's entitled to their opinion, but I would just say, I don't know. I don't think it's helped the product. I mean, and I also think it's a detriment to most of the kids now. And Cal even said that, like, you know, these kids are getting the money, and there's nothing worse than being poor and then being rich and then being poor again. Like, you know, and then they're being in a lot of situations being taken advantage of.
Well, here's what's here's what's crazy, and maybe I'm completely wrong. You and I doing Live at 5 on December 29th of 2035, 10 years from now.
Okay.
Well, hold on. Here's what we're going to be talking about. Here's how sports are going to be changed.
I'm
going to show you. I'm going to send you into the future here. All right. You get out of high school and you end up going to prep school. You don't go to college because college sports are going to be 21 to 30-year-olds playing. All right, because the lawsuit's coming where I can't get this money. They're going to pay me $3 million to play basketball, or I can go work at McDonald's, or I can go, sell insurance with my degree I have. That lawsuit's coming. Ageism is coming. So where it used to be, you have like a guy like John Moss would leave Davis County. He would go play at Chattanooga, or he would go play at wherever, Maryland, Kentucky, Louisville, doesn't matter. He can't compete with 21 and 22 and 23-year-olds. He's not ready yet at 18. So then he's going to go to a different school. And then whenever he's 21, 22, then he's going to enroll at Kentucky, and he's going to play for about 8-year stretch and get paid. And that's going to be college sports of the future. Yeah. We are heading down the road, completely down the road of a European model where it's all professionals and it's just different junior leagues, where college basketball becomes the junior league of the NBA.
Yeah, I haven't thought about that far, but that's kind of what you're getting now. I mean, almost. I mean, there's a very select few of college players that are going to go on and be stars in the
Probably
NBA.
What's going to happen is they're going to say, okay, but you can go to JUCO or you can go to D2, and those years don't count against your D1. So a kid like Moss goes to Westland and plays for like 3 years, and then when he's ready, body-wise and everything else, then he transfers and plays 7 years at Louisville.
But these smaller schools, I mean, with the NIL model, to me, is not sustainable.
No, it's not.
It's not sustainable. And I don't know, we beat a dead horse on this.
I don't know.
We're just talking freely here.
I don't know. Maybe it is sustainable because evidently daycares and healthcare systems are really sustainable too. I mean, there's a lot of money out there to go to waste.
I mean, if you just like setting money on fire, I mean, I guess it's sustainable.
Our government does it every day.
Oh, there's no doubt. No, there is. But I mean,
we spend $350,000. We spend $350,000 a year on whether or not bees have sex or not.
They spend a lot of money. They they
it's all
spend a lot
funneled
of our
back.
money.
Yeah.
A lot of our money's funneled right back into their pocket.
Exactly, 100%.
100%. They're wasting our money. They're not wasting their money.
No. You're right about that.
So yeah, no, that's what that's a whole different story. But it's just as screwed up as the NCAA. I promise you that. Yeah, I mean, it's like I think what I'm starting to see though. It's kind of like a spiritual awakening that's taking place in this country. At the same time, right alongside of it, there's a little bit of an awakening going on that maybe your political party is not the good guy.
I don't think either one of them
Maybe
are.
they're not the good guy. You know, people make fun of me all the time for being a pro wrestling fan. And they say, man, don't you know those outcomes are scripted? And I'm like, man, the whole country is living on far more of a lie.
Yes. Here's what's crazy is they'll go out in front of the camera and they'll bash each other and they go back and count their money together.
No, it's the government, man.
Here, let me.
How do we get here? What is going on? What is happening on a Monday?
I will say
trying
this.
to get to the NFL. The game was great last night.
It was a great game, other than the offense was not very good.
Yeah, I mean, defense. The defense wasn't good. Defense was pretty bad on both sides. We'll talk about it. I'm done with the government talk. That's what happens when you start reading. I mean, it is cool. One thing I will say that's come out of the whole thing, and we don't talk politics here on the show, but I think everybody could agree, real journalism. Like,
I will say this,
real grassroots journalism.
Do you know what it reminded me of that we don't have enough anymore? You remember back on, whether it was 60 Minutes or it was 22, I don't remember. You remember John Stossel?
Oh, yeah.
Like his
he
report.
got punched by a wrestler.
He got punched by a wrestler and
that's right.
sued.
That's exactly right.
He got punched
Yes.
like
It comes full circle. Yes.
That reminded me of like old school John Stossel.
Yes.
Follow the money and see where it goes and see if you get punched. John Stossel
These
was great.
days, the problem is you follow the money. You might follow the end of a rope at the end of the Ohio River with a concrete block tied to it.
Without a doubt.
That's kind of where, so you got to tread lightly around here these days. But
all of a sudden,
that's why we better
crazy.
change. We got to change the subject. We can't have people knocking on the door with a false face on. I got to get into the NFL. I have no idea. I have a structured show, people. I promise. Like, I thought about it. I thought it out today, and I'm like, all right.
Well, we hadn't been together a few days.
I know.
We just had to, speak our mind.
Just having a full-blown conversation on there. I hope everybody's enjoying it. Let's dive in. I'll tell you what. We do 3 segments or 4?
We got 3 today.
Okay.
I mean, we can have 4. You just get it. Yeah, that's fine.
Now, let's dive in. Let's dive into the game. We're 15 minutes in. We got 15 minutes here.
Real quick.
We can dive into it. Last night, the 49ers-Bears game.
Yes. Unbelievable.
Played a big factor in the number 1 seed, right? And so I have been thinking all year that both of these teams, in the back of my mind, I feel like both of these teams are in the pretenders category. I did not see.
They're not.
They're not. No, they're not. They're not. And the 49ers especially, I think, are not. And I think they're going to end up being the 1 seed.
Here's
another thing I was dead wrong on, which I'm wrong on more than I'm right. So if you've listened to that and you're offended by what I said a minute ago about the daycares and politics, then just know that.
Yeah.
So Brock Purdy was a guy that I thought if the 49ers pay this guy, they're not going to be able to pay. So look at their roster, right? Look at their offense. You couldn't even hardly name a guy out there outside of Christian McCaffrey. They had a backup tight end, Ricky Pearsall and Juwan Jennings. I mean, their offensive line's a makeshift group, and they're unstoppable. Purdy was balling. He was doing things that I've not seen him do.
the play of him running around and fouling the
Fran
fullback.
Tarkenton-esque. Yeah.
Listen. We were wrong. Purdy, you had to pay him. I mean, he is that good that he could elevate the entire team.
One thing you need to know is Kyle Shanahan knows more about football than me. So if he's going to elect to pay him, so be it.
You're talking about a guy, great play caller. Purdy let them off the hook because you remember they traded up a lot of stuff to get Trey Lance.
Oh, they did. No, they did.
And then Purdy falls in your lap as Mr. Irrelevant and turns into Joe Montana. That is –
he's good, man.
He is.
He's good.
I'll say this.
When he's healthy, he's good.
I was right, but now I'm wrong on Caleb Williams because they went out and got the best guy to coach him.
Yeah. That shows you what getting a guy that you can attach to your quarterback. That
I've been saying all along, why would you have
Eberflus?
Right. The worst thing the Bears did when they were going to draft Caleb Williams was they kept Eberflus. I was like, why would you make a move to get your franchise quarterback and have a non-offensive guy be your head coach? That's a problem.
Yeah.
And it's showing more and more. You're finding more and more. One, the overall play of quarterback in NFL to me is not great overall.
No, especially this year.
Right.
Especially this season.
But here's the thing. Great coaches have shown, great offensive coaches have shown that we also give up on quarterbacks way too early. Sam Darnold, Daniel Jones, You're
trying to put Baker Mayfield in there, but he just keeps fighting it.
He does. Well, I'm going to give you one right now. Trevor Lawrence, who was considered a bust by many.
Yeah, by me.
And look what he's done. They won 12 games this year. So it all comes down to, and I think, I don't remember who said this. It was an NFL person that said this, and he hit the nail on the head. Franchises fail their quarterbacks a heck of a lot more than quarterbacks fail their franchises.
It was Kevin O'Connell.
There you go.
It was Kevin O'Connell who failed his rookie quarterback a little bit this year with some of the stuff that he was calling. But I have faith in him long term. Caleb is a guy that I feel like 75% of the game, not very good.
The second half, he was unreal.
20. This is as a whole what I've seen from him this season, because I have watched a lot of Bears in our division.
He's a little bit like Jordan Love.
25% really good, right? Last night it was like, it's like flipped. And I even texted Chris and said, if Caleb flips it, and it's like 70, I mean, this dude has so much talent that he doesn't even really have to be great all the time. If he's just great half the time, and the way they run the ball with Swift, the way Johnson calls the plays. The bottom line is Ben Johnson and Kyle Shanahan, two just elite level play callers, and you saw that on display.
Along with McVay, those are the best three.
That last drive where 49ers score, Collinsworth was incredible last night. I'm not a big Collinsworth guy most of the time. I thought he scaled it back a lot, though.
Collinsworth gets a bad rap.
Man, he's good. Like he said, you see how see the backers going with McCaffrey out of the backfield. He said, now watch that, because they've done it like the last 6 plays. He said, here in a minute, Shanahan's going to come back with the layered pass over the middle, over the top of the backers, and there it was, boom, touchdown. And it was like 4 plays before it happened. I thought he nailed it, and he's like, if I saw it, I'm sure Kyle Shanahan can see it. And then he saw it, and it was the game-winning touchdown.
You know what who Kyle Shanahan is? Or not Kyle Shanahan, Chris Collinsworth is? There's 2 guys that are the same thing. People have a already bias about them and don't realize how good of analysis they are. Collinsworth and Dan Dockich. Like, Dan Dockich is the best. Now listen,
Dockich is a little bit more. He's a little bit more unlikable.
I'm not talking about his show on Outkick or a show he had in Indianapolis. You put him as a color guy in college basketball, and he is the best. Period. It's not even close. Yeah. But everything else on the backside of it, his Outkick show, his show he had in Indy, where he liked to bully people and he piss people off and annoying, it changes your perception of what you think is in the co-analyst. Collinsworth gets a bad rap. A lot of people don't like him personally, but he's the best analyst. Name me a better analyst out there on TV.
Well, I always used to think he just overanalyzed. He just talked all the time. And that's kind of like where Romo's at. He was great at first. Now he's talking all the time.
Romo's so overrated.
But he's got, I feel like he just scales it back a little bit. He'll be fine, kind of like Collinsworth has done. But we're getting way out in the weeds like we have the entire first segment. Neither defense, I don't know, has a championship level.
The 49ers have gotten 0 pass rush.
Yeah,
they got to blitz everything. And that worries you when you play like the Rams and the Seahawks and those good teams.
That's what I'm looking forward to the Seahawks game, because number one on the line. How about Sam Darnold 2 years in a row, week 18, playing for the 1 seed on the road against a divisional rival. It's going to be that he's already lost to. So, everything's almost the same. Like I'm curious to see which Darnold shows up on Saturday night. It's going to be Saturday night football.
We'll have both of them. We'll have both Saturday games here on 102.7 The Game. It was nice to get the satellite fix. So Sunday was back up, and so we're looking forward to that.
It's a great storyline.
I think the Seahawks are going to win that game. Yeah, they were so good on the road.
They looked miserable in the first half against Carolina, then blew it out of the water in the second half. The Buccaneers are fading, into oblivion. They feel like they haven't won a game since October. They lost to the Dolphins, which sets up Carolina and them next week. As long as Atlanta doesn't win out. If Atlanta wins out, Carolina's the champs regardless. That's the tiebreaker. And they play the Rams tonight. I expect the Rams to probably win that game. So next Saturday afternoon, it opens the weekend. Carolina at Tampa Bay, pretty much for the division.
But like you said, if Atlanta wins out and they win next week, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. So I'm thinking Carolina wins it anyway.
Well, hold on. this would be the Bucks. They would be 2-0 against Carolina.
No,
Or they 1-1.
Carolina won the first one in
1-1.
Carolina. Yep. So, and then another one that's another big game sets up because the Steelers, man, golly, Tomlin, you're killing me, bro. Like you just got to win the game. I've had your back all along, and you go lay an egg in Cleveland.
The most overrated coach in the NFL.
Tomlin?
Mm-hmm.
No, here we go. I'm not going down the road. I'm not taking the bait.
It's like. Am I wrong? I saw a stat. I don't know if this is right, but I saw a stat. I wonder have you seen this? It's like, I don't know. It's like something like 87 straight games. They've only scored no more than 7 points in the first quarter or something crazy.
It's fair.
Like,
name me the quarterbacks that.
Name me an offensive coordinator who's hired that's any good.
I mean, Arthur Smith has done okay this year. I feel like Arthur Smith has done an okay job with. And listen, Steelers fans are listening like, oh God, get these guys off the air. Arthur Smith has been decent. They didn't have DK Metcalf. To me,
Tomlin is a
DK
guy.
Metcalf is the one who makes them like a bad offense to puts them up to an average offense. And they don't go to the running backs enough. I mean, Gainwell and
I know. I'm not saying Tomlin's a bad coach. I'm saying Tomlin is better than average. And if you look at his record, it's pretty much better than average unless
Tomlin
they're an unbelievable
is exactly
team.
the same as any coach would be with Mason Rudolph and Kenny Pickett and all these.
Hold on.
Who was their quarterback last year? I can't even remember.
Hold on. You say that.
Mitch Trubisky.
Hold on. You say that. But I mean, look at the Seahawks. What was Sam Darnold or Sam Darnold?
They caught him on the upswing.
Sam Darnold with the Vikings was the same thing.
But Mike Tomlin
my point
is a defensive-minded coach.
Right, that's the point.
Yeah.
And he's still trying to win. He's like trying to be the Iowa of the NFL. And let's win a game 17-14. And you can't do that in the NFL. You can't.
Mike Tomlin's been the coach of Pittsburgh. It's been a long time. He was the defensive coordinator in Minnesota and God, I can't even. It's been a long time. It's over 15 years, and the dude's never had a losing record. I mean, I get it, and I know that doesn't mean a ton as a Vikings fan who hates being right in the middle. But it's just, I think if he went and hitched his wagon somewhere where they had a quarterback, I think his next run, I think he could be fine. Or if he wants to go to college,
does some of this have to do?
Him and Harbaugh are in the same boat.
Hold on.
Harbaugh, they play Sunday Night Football, division on the line. Both teams are playing for a right to get beat in the first round.
I just think both teams would be better served of having new coaches next year.
I think they would both. I think Harbaugh and Tomlin would be better served to just go ahead and step away from both.
2007 is when he was hired by the Steelers.
Yeah, 20 years. I mean, right at it. So, I mean, and then never have a losing record though. Like, look at the list of quarterbacks that he's rolled out there and still found a way to be mid, I guess. And that's what Steelers fans
I'm saying he's okay.
And I don't know how many times I've come on here and said I'd rather win 2 games than be mid.
There are people that have him as a top 5 coach in the NFL, and he's not. That's what I'm talking about. He's overrated. Like, is he a bad coach? No.
I can't tell. I can't say.
I just don't see it.
I think if Tomlin was to step away, every team that needs a coach would have him on the
but
list.
I also think it'd be good for Mike Tomlin to be in a new spot.
Yeah, I think it's the same for Harbaugh.
The same thing. I think you're in a day and age where 10, 12 years is all you got. Like, Buzz Williams at Maryland has the best. I'm going to be somewhere for 7 years.
We're 26 in. We wasted a lot of time on nonsense. I did want to ask, why in the world, if you're the Buffalo Bills, and I get it, there wasn't much to play for, but the AFC East is still up for grabs at this point. You have all the momentum. I don't know if the Eagles even had a first down in the second half. You're at home.
I didn't understand
you have all the momentum. Why did you go for 2?
I didn't understand it.
It's different when you're on the road and maybe the other team had some momentum and you're just trying to win it right there so they don't get the ball back.
Second half.
Philadelphia didn't have a first down in the second half. Like, that was a head scratcher for me. I mean, to me, that just put the Eagles were excited that they went for 2 because if they'd kicked the field goal, the Bills are winning that game in overtime.
Yep.
To me, that was a little bit of a mind-blowing move.
Their head coach is doing like Zach Taylor and wasting prime Josh Allen. They need a new head coach.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. McDermott, I don't know.
McDermott's terrible.
I don't know. We're going to find out in the playoffs. I mean, I think.
We found out in the playoffs the last few years,
but
he finds dumb ways to lose.
But there's always that elite QB, like, standing in their way, I feel like. This year, the door is open. Now, listen, they're going to be the 7 seed. This is the one I'm having trouble with. I'm putting together the playoff bracket, and I'm like, this is the one game I'm having trouble with. It could be. I mean, if it plays out, New England, Buffalo going to New England, round 1, 7 versus a 2. Drake May, Josh Allen, maybe he's the big bad standing in the way because he certainly looks the part. And that as of right now, that'll be the game in round one. The last thing I wanted to touch on, outside of the Texans being the favorite in the AFC, I'm not going to go there. We'll save that for later. Is Tyler Shough. I mean, the guy's
a big-time quarterback.
From the Louisville Cardinals last year, 333 yards and a touchdown. There's not enough people talking about him.
No.
Or the job that Kellen Moore has done in New Orleans with nobody on the roster. They're playing with a high-level D2 roster out there, and they've got 6 wins in the NFL. I think that was a low-key great hire by New Orleans, and now they might have their franchise quarterback, and they're going to get out of that. They're going to. And I hate New Orleans, to be clear. They've robbed me of my best chance to win a Super Bowl. But
they're going to get out of that whole.
They're going to get out of that salary cap doldrum.
Purgatory.
And now they've got a quarterback. I think this kid can play.
Look out. I think that's an up-and-coming team in the NFC.
Yeah. How about no Beyond the Bench tonight? I was going to announce Beyond the Bench after us, but we'll have the Monday Night Football game, right? Mm-hmm. Rams, Falcons, and if you're a Bucs fan, go Rams, right?
Yep.
Got to be go Rams because the Falcons went out, you're out. So we're going to pause it for Karen Gross, realtor with RE/MAX Professional Realty Group. Your dream is her mission. 270-315-9810. You can find her at KarenGross.net. Big thanks to Karen for all she does here on Live at 5. We'll come back, talk a little high school basketball. Live at 5, 102.7 The Game.
When lives are changed due to injuries or death resulting from personal injuries, aggressive legal representation is critical to obtain a winning result. Foreman Watson Holtry has a proven track record of winning thousands of personal injury cases throughout our region and beyond. Find out why we win our injury cases. Foreman Watson Holtry, dedicated to you, committed to justice, FWHlegal.com.
The Game.
So Joseph also went up from the town of Nazareth in Galilee to Judea, to Bethlehem, the town of David, because he belonged to the house and the lineage of David. He went there to register with Mary, who was pledged to be married to him and was expecting a child. While they were there, the time came for the baby to be born, and she gave birth to her firstborn, a son. She wrapped him in clothes, placed him in a manger, because there was no room for them in the inn. Merry Christmas from Foreman Watson Holtry, FWHlegal.com.
Looking for a financial partner you can trust? Look no further than Green River Area Federal Credit Union. Whether you're saving for the future, buying a new home, or need a loan, we've got you covered with competitive rates and personalized service. Join the community that cares about your financial well-being. Visit Green River Area Federal Credit Union at one of our 3 locations in Henderson, Greenville, or Owensboro and experience the difference today. Your money, your future. Your credit union. Member NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Paying for your student's college can feel overwhelming. Scholarships and grants help, but they might not cover everything. With competitive low interest rates and no application or other fees, the Kentucky Advantage Parent Loan offers a smooth and affordable solution. Owned and managed by a state-based nonprofit lender, we're committed to helping families like yours. Apply today and take the next step in supporting their dreams. Visit KentuckyAdvantageLoan.com or call 800-988-6333 to learn more.
This message is brought to you by the Kentucky Broadcasters Association and this station.
I'm Karen Gross, realtor with RE/MAX Professional Realty Group. Fall in love with my listing on Pebblewood Drive, a 2024 built home that blends modern design with thoughtful upgrades. You'll love the open floor plan, 4 spacious bedrooms, and a gas fireplace. In the kitchen, a tile backsplash, a privacy fence out back, and a main floor primary suite. Schedule your private showing today at 270-315-9810. I'm Karen Gross. Your dream is my mission.
Need electrical services? Call Bailey Electric. Serving Western Kentucky since 2002. We handle commercial, agricultural, and residential needs. With over 50 years of experience, we're licensed, insured, and ready to help. Bailey Electric, your trusted local electricians.
Hey, it's Johnny Calhoun of Calhoun's Barbershop. Come see us at 452 East 18th Street. We're here early, Monday through Friday, 7 to 5:30, Saturday, 7 to noon. And as always, we don't want to be everybody's barber. We just want to be your barber at Calhoun's Barbershop.
Oh, cold and brisk autumn night, the spirits scream with much delight. Ghostly Productions provides the frights. Get you ready for Halloween night.
Protect what matters most with Home Mutual Insurance. Whether it's your home, your car, business, or life insurance, we've got you covered. Stop by 532 Main Street in Tell City or call 812-547-2363 for a free quote. Home Mutual Insurance, your trusted local provider.
Let's get back to Live at 5 with Steve and Coach on 1027 The Game.
Live at 5, brought to you by Foreman Watson Holtry, FWHlegal.com. Stephen A. Turner, Vic Evans here in the Floor Concept Studios. Got to give a shout out to my nephew's girlfriend out there listening to that first segment. That was an interesting one to listen to for the first time. So welcome to Live at 5.
Welcome.
Audience. Taylor, we appreciate you listening.
Get everything.
Out there.
You'll get everything on this show.
I mean, normally it's not like that. Normally the politics are banned, but I thought it was funny.
That's funny.
It was funny.
It's more joking than anything else.
Like I said, I don't want anybody showing up with a false face at the house.
Just don't vote against health care.
Stop. We gotta stop. Let's get to the Davis County Panthers. They're sitting at 9-3. 9-2, excuse me, and playing in the Lex Cath Holiday Tournament. You know, that was one I've been up there several times. One that I've seen Apollo play in a bunch of times, and that was one the Eagles never could get. Very tough competition always. Great gym there at Lexington Catholic. Always a lot of fun there. Davis County's having fun there right now. Wins over Woodford County. And then last night, number 11, Caverna falls 54-47. And what I love about it is it's showcasing Jonathan Moss to the state. Like I said, Jared Peck, if you're not following him, if you're a Davis County Panther and you're not following him, check him out there on Twitter. I believe he works for the Herald Leader. Mm-hmm. He's doing a great job covering the tournament. He puts the box scores up for every single game, and he's really, really promoting Jonathan Moss. And it's good. It's good. Mr. Basketball campaign's in full swing, and it'll be a big one tonight, taking on that dude from North Laurel who's right there at the top of the Mr. Basketball candidate list with him. Should be a great game. Moss had 24 in both of those wins, Vic. And Davis County, I think if they can make it through this tournament, if they win this tournament, number one, I think it's going to propel them. They're going to be a top 4 or 5 team in the state the rest of the season, because I just don't see them losing too much. Once they get back to town, you know, they play, I think, McCracken, and then they play Grayson later in the season. But other than that, it's a lot of third region competition, and I got bad news. They're going to roll through third region competition.
They are. I think other than McCracken and Grayson in the third region, I don't think there's a lot of teams that are going to, maybe one of the ninth district teams on the night. Here's what I love about what I'm seeing up there at the Lex Cath tournament. They haven't shot the ball well. Like, they beat Caverna the other night and went like 3 of 18 from three-point line. They're having to find other ways to win. And a lot of it has to do with they're doing it with what their most underrated aspect of is when they want to put the clamps on you, they can lock you down defensively.
Yeah, no, and they just got guys that know their role. They're not super deep, but you don't really have to be, honestly. I mean, as long as you can stay out of foul trouble, you don't really have to be. I'm looking forward to seeing the result to the North Laurel game tonight. We've been craving a state contender in the third region for a decade now. Haven't won a game at Rupp since the Reagan administration, it feels like. And it'd be good to get a team, to get some the third region some nice publicity for a change, and the Panthers have an opportunity, and they're going to do that anyway, win or lose. It'll be a great game tonight against North Laurel. It'll be fun to see that. Grayson County, they've bounced back well. They're playing in the Henry County tournament, I believe. I think they're playing now. I saw Gormley was about to go live. It's been a little bit ago, but the game may be concluded. But heavy favorites there. But they've kind of rolled through it. Danville Christian is who they were playing today for the championship. But they rolled Shelby County, beat a pretty good Wagner team, 82-75. So it's just good to see. They beat them 80 points against Shelby County, 82 against Wagner. They didn't score very well in the King of the Bluegrass. So offensively, they've bounced back well. Logston's whether it was the King of the he scored fine the whole time, to be clear. He had 30 against Wagner. He's averaging right at 23 points per game on the year. Spencer Langdon led the way in the win over Shelby County. So Grayson County at 5-4, 6-4, I would think by the end of the day, rolling and trying to get going again before they get back here.
They'll be fine. I mean, they're going to be right there. I mean, they're right there probably as the 2 seed all year long behind Davis County.
There's 2 games for the Grayson County Cougars that you got to get ready for. It's the first game of district. Maybe it's Edmonson County. Who knows? I doubt it. It's probably going to be Trinity.
That would be my guess.
Butler. Excuse me. It's probably going to be Butler.
Yes.
Apologies. Probably going to be Butler in a game you'll be heavily favored in.
He'll be favored by 40.
Yeah. So, I think the other game is whether it's the semis or the finals against Davis. Other than that, you're.
No, now one of them gets upset somewhere in the district. Maybe you get him in the first round.
You don't want that.
We got that a couple years ago with Butler and Davis County.
Yeah. I don't see that happening. I think, and I hate to just pour cold water over the whole season.
It would have to happen with for that to happen.
Not that the games don't mean anything.
I know,
but that's what you're preparing for.
Right. For me, for that to happen, it would have to be Davis County get upset in the 9th district tournament. I don't think there's a team down the 12th in the 12th district tournament that will upset Grayson.
No. Yeah, and the team in the 9th would for me is got to be the Apollo Eagles. Landon Henning.
Maybe they listened to the Live at 5.
Coach Tinsley texted me about it. I said, man, he was really, and to be clear, Coach Tinsley was very complimentary of the defense that Coach Briggins had put on them. He said, they played a masterful game. It took us out of our flow, and we got to shooting some bad shots, and it just happened. I think as the season wears on, the look will be to Henning.
I don't know.
32.
I was going to say, all I know is you went on Live at 5 and like, give him the ball
every trip,
and then he went 32 for 20 and 23 boards.
Yeah, the kid has massive potential. When you're 7 foot around here, and it's not just like a 7 foot baby deer. This is a kid that's athletic.
He's still growing into his body. He's still a little bit of a baby deer.
Tad bit awkward, but not like
he's like
most 7 footers at that age.
He's like a mid-aged giraffe.
Yeah,
he ain't got to that fully grown into his body yet. So there's still some awkward moments about him. But he's 7 foot tall.
And even if the light just comes on every other trip, the kid is going to absolutely dominate. And that's what he did against Hialeah,
Well, for me,
Florida.
the thing that has to happen when you talk about the light coming on, it has to be him deciding there's not anybody in this area, maybe in Western Kentucky, that can stop me when I want to score.
No.
And I think he stops himself scoring more than other teams stop him from scoring. Like, you have to demand the basketball when you play. I don't care for how County guards you with all 5 guys.
Right. You can demand it all day, but if your guards are deciding they're just going to shoot threes.
Well, that's a problem on the guards end.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. To me, the guards would – listen, this is I've learned so much from Drew Cooper, right? It's like if you want to get good shots, if you want to shoot 40+% from beyond the arc, trust your big man.
Mm-hmm.
He'll take care of you, right? If they're doing a double and triple team the post, swing it back out, Tate Powers, Eli Williams, they're going to drain, out there. Wide open looks in rhythm.
Great shooting teams get a paint touch every trip, period.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it play out, for the Panthers. But this is a team.
You don't think Davin Randolph is shooting like 47% from 3-point land just because he's an unbelievable player? No, they get the ball to Watkins or Moss gets to the paint and kicks to him.
Well, yeah, he can shoot the basketball.
Right.
But
he's getting in
the
rhythm,
right,
flow,
100%.
wide open shots.
No doubt about it. But I think Apollo has a high ceiling, and I think the more that Cruz settles in to that running that offense, and the more the offense learns that, I think sometimes maybe guys are like, I got to get my shots. I have to get some shots up. But the thing is, if you just settle into the offense and trust the system, this is the exact speech I gave to Jorge Sanchez Ramos and Plantaskis and all those guys. Trust Fatih Huick to dominate the post and open you up, and then we've seen that come to fruition. I just see the similar thing for Apollo. They're playing a really good Erie, Pennsylvania team, ranked 3rd, I believe, in 6A Pennsylvania right now. I couldn't get the stream to work. I was trying to watch it on Huddle. Wouldn't work for me. That's a big game for the Eagles today. I think it's the toughest team they've played outside of the Ohio County Eagles. We'll see how they fare when we come back and do the show tomorrow. Muhlenberg County, 8-3, been off to a great start, but they did drop a couple games down in Bethlehem. Adair County and Somerset Christian got the better of them. Gavin Groves leading the way with 17 points per game. for the Mustangs. He's playing off to a great start this season. They travel to Grayson on Friday, so that'll be a good, Grayson Muhlenberg in region.
Yeah,
matchup.
we talk about Muhlenberg being that, you got Davis County, then you got Grayson, then there's kind of a gap. Who's going to step up? Muhlenberg can make a statement really quickly in the third region.
Yeah, they've already beat Meade, so that was a big feather in the cap, and that'll be one to watch on Friday. Ohio County, on the Bluegrass Press Poll, I put them at the top of the second tier for now. They didn't play last week, so there's no, they benefited from that, but they're hosting their holiday tournament this week, and I expect, you got Hancock, you got Hart, you got Trinity, and then you play Union County Saturday. So I think by the time next week rolls around, you're looking at an 11-1 Ohio County team.
Things are going so well. I saw where Coach Briggins put his safety house up for sale. I mean, that's how good things are going there. I mean,
that's confidence there.
It is.
You better go ahead and just make sure it stays on the market till district tournament time. You'll make sure you get that district out of the way.
Yeah, safe house is up for sale.
Yeah.
It's all Kellyanne Harris had it listed.
Yeah, that's interesting, man. That's good. I'm happy for Coach Briggins. Less stress,
yeah,
especially through the holidays. That's a great thing. And you move it back a little bit. Owensboro Catholic got a couple wins over in Henderson. They took down Mayfield and then Graves County back-to-back games. Did it without Solly Smith, who's nursing a little bit of a toe injury right now for the Aces. But Carruthers led the way with 16 against Mayfield. Jake Murphy was 16 against Graves. They got a lot of kids that can play. This reminds me.
It reminds me of the girls' team. They got like 4 or 5 people average between 11 and 17 points.
Kind of is. Kind of similar. Kind of reminds me of the old school Apollo teams that would gel at the end of the year and give people trouble come tournament time. Because, like I said, they got about 6 or 7, 8 kids that can play.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a matter of being a little tougher. I think getting used to the varsity toughness. Sometimes, especially without Sully in there, missing that athleticism, being able to get the ball up the floor, get into the offense. But I really like what some of these guys, Brasher and, Braylon Coots has brought to the table. And I think Tabor will have them playing well by the end of the year. Meade County, 5-3. We talked about them in the top 10. They haven't played any since then. But I wanted to talk a little bit about Aiden Medley because, I've kind of just been brushing over. It's Schaus and then Medley. It's like Batman and Robin. We might have 2 Batmans.
He's averaging like 23 and a half.
Because, don't get me wrong, Schaus is still Batman. But, Medley's Batman, too. It's like a multiverse situation we've got going on because Medley had 37 against Fayette. He had 34 against the home school out of Louisville. He's up his average. He's right at 24 a game. Shouts at 25 a game. Aiden Medley's taking his – he might have been the player to take the biggest step in the offseason. Watkins is there, but I think he's right there with him.
You also losing House, you lost another guy who was going to average 12 to 13 points
shots,
a game.
I guess, but
and now you got to find who's going to step up.
Pretty good though.
No, it is. It's not like a. He's shooting it well. He's playing well. You may be right. It's like I was watching. The Flash, and as you watch the series of the Flash, there's like where they have like 2 flashes at one time, and that's what they have.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it is like this day and age of superheroes. It's just a matter, you put the universes together, and you got 15 different. I was getting a message there from Scott Hart who let me know Grayson was they're up on Danville Christian at halftime there in the championship game, 44-36. Brody Armstrong at the half, 24 points. How about
that? Not a bad game.
And I believe, let's see, there was Armstrong was in the 1,000-point club. So it was his 1,000th point there. So thanks to Scott Hart for chiming in and letting us know that Grayson's at the half. It looks like they're going to win that game down there. The last team I wanted to touch on before we moved on is a team that's just laying in the weeds, man. It's just your boy Darren Lynham.
Yep.
He's doing Darren Lynham things. They've won 5 straight games. McLean County's sitting at 8-3, and they got wins over Valley and Trinity, which you would expect. But then they beat previously unbeaten Webster County 58-52. Camden Baird had 21 in that game, and Bozart's been great all year. He's at 17.4 per game on the season, and they play 7-2 Murray tomorrow. So that'll be at McLean.
If I'm not at Lexington Catholic calling a game, I think I'm going to go see the Murray McLean game. I want to see that one. I think it's going to be a good one. They are playing really well, and if I'm in the 10th district, I want the 1 seed where I don't have to play this team in a win or go home situation.
Yeah, when they're to be clear, they're not completely out of being the 1 seed, but they have an uphill battle. They're 0-2 in district play. But you're right. No, and that game's at McLean.
Mm-hmm.
And all these people outside. By me highlighting that, it's just adding fuel to the fire for the people. Like, oh, you're saying that playing on your home floor is an advantage? Yeah, it's an advantage.
Hold on, no. I mean, I can remember a couple years ago, Grayson went down and beat Edmondson in the girls' basketball.
No, I'm not saying it can't be done. I'm just saying it's an advantage. It is an advantage, and I certainly wouldn't want to be the team. And that's what I'm saying. Coach Briggins just make sure that house, don't get that.
Yeah, you may want to get that out. You may want to get
Muhlenberg out of the way first before we make sure it's completely off the market. We're going to pause it right there. We're going to come back to do a little above all roofing true or false.
2 things real quick.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Well, the one, but while you were giving out 1,000 Point Club, I want to say a big congratulations, Coach Nally Pires-Payne.
Oh yes,
while
absolutely.
we were gone, picked up win number 250. I mean, that's always a big number.
Yeah, no doubt. And we're going to do the girls tomorrow. We'll dive in and give the girls results tomorrow. I was focused on the boys' side with the Bluegrass Preps thing.
Yeah, but don't forget you got Bulls, Bands, and Barrels coming up Saturday, January 10th, Evansville, Indiana. This isn't your father's rodeo. It's high-energy Western sports entertainment featuring bull riding, barrel racing, bull fighting. You got rising national country music stars. I think you got a little rap in there, too.
You got like an Ole guy.
That's what it says. No, I think he's the ones you have to wrestle and take him down.
Oh, gosh. That guy tried that in Owensboro and ended up on not so top 10.
When we read this for live stream, Beyond the Bench, we'll know if they're going to do that bull bingo that they did at one time.
Nobody's doing that ever again.
I don't know. No, but go out there and get your tickets. You can find them online, but it is Bulls, Bands, and Barrels. You're listening to Live at 5, 1027 The Game.
The Hancock County Library is open Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturday from...
How do winners win shopping for a new vehicle?
The Red Tag event at Don Moore on 54. They'll be winning, picking, and grinning.
All in one place. New Chevy Trax, $23,495 or $299 a month.
And with non-commissioned product specialists.
There's no fiddling around. New Silverado Crew Cab, $39,990 or $499 a month. DonMooreChevy.com. Scan the code.
Owensboro Health's weight management team has the resources to help. Whether you are looking for nutrition counseling and fitness training at the health park, or clinically supervised weight loss medications or weight loss surgery with our bariatric surgeon, you'll find the support you need to maintain a healthy weight and live a healthier, happier life. Learn more at owensborohealth.org/livewell.
Talking about Don Moore. He gives you more what you're hankering for. Don Moore. Giving more what you're hankering for.
Step inside Don Moore Chevrolet and you'll feel right at home, like you've wandered into an old friend's front porch. Warm hellos, genuine help, and honest advice. Just a small town way we've always done it here in Owensboro. Whether you're picking out a dependable ride or stopping by for a quick tune-up, we'll treat you like family. Don Moore Chevrolet, Highway 54 in Owensboro. Y'all come by and visit.
Moonlight barbecue down Parish Avenue in Owensboro town, and for miles and miles around they talk about those buffets, fish, ribs, and chicken too. Moonlight barbecue, try their delicious burger. You'll see what I mean, how the meat's good and lean. They've made Owensboro the barbecue capital of the world. Come on down and bring the whole crew to Moonlight Barbecue.
Moonlight Barbecue on West Parish Avenue in Owensboro.
Step into Cabinet Doors and More off Highway 54 in Fordsville, where we offer much more than just cabinet doors. Explore our diverse range of furniture items, including custom-made wardrobes, kitchen islands, and cozy couch tables. Check out our butcher block countertops, perfect for adding warmth and style to any kitchen. From nightstands to mantles for your fireplace, our selection is ready for immediate pickup. Find out why a trip to Fordsville is well worth it. Keep up with our latest additions by following Cabinet Doors and More on Facebook.
This holiday season, Sparkle Bright Car Wash is making it easy to give a gift everyone loves, a clean, shiny car. Right now, for every $25 gift card you buy, you get a $5 e-gift card back. Buy one for a friend and keep the bonus for yourself, or treat yourself and let the rewards stack up. It's the perfect gift for teachers, coworkers, family, or anyone who deserves a shine. Visit Sparkle Bright at 620 Emory Drive and grab your holiday gifts today. Sparkle Bright, adding sparkle to your holiday season.
Feel the power of the road beneath you. Rick's Tire and Service can make it possible. Offering comprehensive car care from front-end repair and brake work to air conditioning and diagnostic services. We're more than just tires. Elevate your ride with our range of aftermarket accessories. Get those wheels, tires, level up with lift kits, sleep bumpers, bed covers, and running boards. Even lights, you bet. At Rick's, we customize your vehicle to reflect your style. Rick's Tire and Service, the place where we turn your car from basic to fantastic.
Hey y'all, it's Kelly Ann Harris with the Harris Group at Keller Williams Elite Realty. As a proud sports mom, I know what it takes to show up, stay focused, and deliver results on the field and in real estate. That's why we're offering our Guaranteed Cash Offer program. We guarantee to get your home sold or we'll buy it. For all your real estate needs, trust the Harris Group. We're always ready to go to work for you. Call us today at 270-929-5857 for the details.
Local sports at its finest, live at 5 with Stephen A. Turner and Vic Evans on 102.7 The Game.
Live at 5, brought to you by Foreman Watson Holtry, FWHlegal.com. Stephen A. Turner, Vic Evans here in the Floor Concept Studios. Time for a little Above All Roofing, True or False. It's been a wild show on a Monday. We're going to cap it off with a wild Above All Roofing.
Yeah, go see Chris Estes, Above All Roofing, whether it be siding, seamless windows. Hey, when the temperature change, you know your windows. You got those drafts coming in there. See them. They'll get you some high-energy windows and get it fixed. And but see Chris Estes at Above All Roofing. Here's my first question for you. True or false, the Ravens and the Bucks will win their win-in game against the Steelers and the Panthers?
I'm going to go false. I think it goes the other way.
You think
I think both of them go the other way.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, Tampa Bay's playing terrible.
They are.
I mean, the thing's just blowed up in their face. Baker hasn't looked very good. And like you said, they had some injuries at the receiver spot, but he just didn't. I mean, wasn't good. I mean, I don't know what's happened to
I'm
him.
going to make you – so there will be an opening in Tampa Bay on Black Monday.
It's possible.
I think so.
I mean, it's possible. I mean, I like Bowles too, man. I thought he was doing a really good job up until midseason, and the bottom fell out. I mean, you know, and for the other side, man, it's like I said, I think both of those teams are just going to be one and dones. Those two teams.
But they're going in different directions. Even if they get in and go one and done, the Panthers you can see being on the ascend.
Oh yeah.
While the Bucks you're starting to see on the decline.
Down. I agree. Yeah, I mean Bryce Young hit and miss. I mean. Again, he's good about 30-40% of the time. You saw that in Seattle. They were right there in the game, and then the second half it was all Sam Darnold and the Seahawks.
Question number 2, Above All Roofing, true or false? DC is playing so well right now in the Les Cat tournament. You think this cements them as a true state title contender?
Yeah, I think they're a state title contender.
I do too.
I do think the draw is important though. Like. I would rather get up there and get them acclimated. Now, granted, they went last year, but I'd still rather get up there and get acclimated against a team that you're better than on paper.
Right.
I don't want to draw like St. X out of the gate,
right.
Or something, But other than, and not to say they couldn't beat St. X because they absolutely could. But if you go back and look at the 2015 Red Devils, right, and their run, the year before they drew Trinity in the first round, they were really good in 14 too.
Mm-hmm.
But they went up there. Kind of got beat. They got beat by a team that was just better on paper, really. In the second year, they got their feet under them a little bit before they had to go play the Cove Cats of the world and then move on and play Bowling Green. I think once they got that head of steam and that confidence in Rupp Arena, they couldn't be stopped. I think that's what they need.
This is what you may not know, but true or false. The first Harris Group ESPN Owensboro basketball stat leaders is coming out tomorrow, Wednesday. It's scoring, top 10 for boys and girls.
Okay.
The leading scorer right now, as of Monday, 12/29, in the ESPN Owensboro area is both from the same school.
Yeah, it's true.
That's false.
No, really?
Yes.
Is Moss not leading?
No.
Who's
Southwest.
Wow. Okay.
By like
I
0.2
knew better
points.
than that. I literally just said it. I have the notes right
One
there.
of them was like 24.5, and the other was like 24.3.
Schaus is right there at the top. And that's he's had a great start to the season. Kennedy Lane is leading it, though, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I saw she had another monster game against Central Hardin, 20-plus points there. So, yeah, that'll be fun.
And this year we put in on our stat leaders like we've been doing Heritage Hills, South Spencer, because I can find those stats.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody except Perry Central, get your stats. I'm telling you, Perry Central, we want to highlight your kids.
You could be on the – they might as well be on the – Leopold might as well be the dark side of the moon.
No, I know more about Kim Jong-un stats than I do your stats. It's crazy.
We're going to run down. We're going to run down tomorrow the biggest stories of the year.
Yes.
Whether top 10, whatever you want to put them in order, so be it. But true or false, if Jay Moss wins Mr. Basketball this year, it's going to go down as being the best single-season sports season in high school in Owensboro in history. You'll have Mr. Football. You'll have Mr. Basketball. You have a football state title. I mean, if Davis County, if Moss and Davis County won a state title, Moss won the Mr. Basketball and Davis County won a state title.
No, if they win the state title, yes. I will say this.
But if they don't, let's just say they don't.
I got to look back to the school year of 86-87 when Owensboro.
I didn't see a championship in there.
Owensboro won the football state title. Hold on. They won the football state title.
Yeah.
Final Four in basketball.
Yeah.
State baseball title.
Didn't Rex win Mr. Basketball?
And then Rex would have been Mr. Basketball.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
That's a pretty good one. I mean, I know you have Mr.
86.
Football.
We still can't shake 86.
I know. That 86, 87 there,
man.
You know, with Maurice White leading the football and then Glenn Stroud leading Owensboro to the baseball state title.
I got a good one right here. True or false? You're excited for the return of the Denims at Kentucky.
No, I think the Denim era.
Man.
Hold on. I think I think it's the most overrated thing. Not the era, like the play. I've put this out on social media about like, oh, you didn't like the 96 state, the national title? No, the Denim era of the uniform is the worst era of the uniform. It's worse than checkerboard.
You know what makes the uniform awesome? Is the greatest team in Kentucky history. That's what makes the uniform awesome.
That was a pretty
They could
good
be wearing
team.
anything they want.
They could play naked. They were going to win that year.
That team was incredible. It makes me like the Denims. The Denims were hideous. They were absolutely hideous, but I love that.
I do want to say, go back to your question about 83 was pretty good too, because you had Owensboro win the state baseball title on the home run by Laux, Mark Higgs, and the state at large.
Yeah.
He would have been Mr. Football. He was the best football player in the country. But the home run by Laux in 83 to beat St. X after the guy dropped the ball for the third out of the game. People forget this, Steve.
It's just
think about it. Pop up in foul territory. You catch it, the game's over. You drop it, in the next pitch you get a 3-run homer to win the state title.
It's pretty legit. I mean, it's just good to be back in the conversation of the 80s again.
It is.
Right? I mean, we're back at least in the conversation. Hey, don't forget, tomorrow's show we'll do our top 10 stories. You got something quickly?
Yeah, real quick. Indiana ends the SEC bias and ends the Alabama run for history.
False. Alabama's winning the game.
Indiana's winning.
You're probably right. we'll talk about the college football
see you
playoff tomorrow as well.
You've been listening to Live at 5 on 102.7 The Game. Special thanks to Foreman Watson Haltry for sponsoring the preceding broadcast. FWHlegal.com. Tune in next time for Live at 5 on 102.7 The Game.